Hello, my name is Hunter Pruitt,
And I'm Nathan Coleman.
and today we will be presenting on the VEMO antenna, a self-deploying, self-stabilizing origami-based antenna.
Trends in the aerospace industry have driven payloads to be smaller and less expensive while delivering large deployed antennas. As such, the industry has made use of origami, as many origami patterns fold up compactly and deployed to a large area. Common challenges associated with origami-inspired mechanisms are thickness accommodation, actuation, and stabilization. This is particularly important for space applications, and this design addresses each challenge. The Mura-Ori pattern was chosen because it is composed of repeating parallelogram facets, is kinematically 1 degree of freedom, and its parameters can be altered so it folds within arbitrary size constraints. Many antennas have been made with the Mura-Ori pattern, and to build on this work, we focused on stowed volume efficiency through thickness accommodation and pattern modification.
We accommodated for thickness with the offset panel hinge shift technique, which joins 2 offset panels along the parallelograms diagonal as shown. It allows the origami-based mechanism to fold flat and produces a single repeating unit, which greatly simplifies manufacturing. One issue with Mura-Ori is that there are gaps and protrusions at the ends shown here, which makes it less volume efficient. To make the mechanism more volume efficient, degree 6 vertices are introduced at the ends as shown in these diagrams. This makes the ends fold in and yields a cuboid form, resulting in the volume efficient Mura-Ori shown in the bottom. To improve the VEMO mechanism, an optimization algorithm was developed to maximize surface area given thickness and box dimension inputs subject to an aspect ratio constraint. The aspect ratio is 1 because that is most efficient for antennas. The bottom image is the result of a 50mm cube input with 2.5mm thickness. To make VEMO usable as a reflector array antenna, the placement and shape of the EM unit cells was determined to follow the diagonal edge of the VEMO unit cell for maximum coverage. For actuation and stabilization, we explored magnetism, which we determined could accomplish both functions. A general magnetic hinge was developed, shown here. It is 2 hinge panels, each with an embedded cuboid magnet, which can travel between 0 and 180 degrees. Each magnet has 6 degrees of freedom and can be magnetized through any face, yielding a large design space. We developed a hinge called the magnetic longitudinal offset or MALO hinge with variables and magnetization as shown. The hinge is high energy in the folded state and low energy in the unfolded state as shown in this video.
With an actuation and stabilization method, we optimized the VEMO design to fit within an 8 by 8 by 2.5 centimeter box with a 2.5mm panel thickness. Here is the 0 thickness fold pattern, the deployed mechanism, the same mechanism with the MALO hinge configuration, the back and front membrane hinges used to assemble it, and the pattern for the EM patches. Here's the assembled mechanism stowed and constrained, lying on its side where you can see the magnets pushing it apart, and here's the mechanism partially and fully deployed. And here's some videos of the mechanism deploying. When stowed, the mechanism occupies 97.5% of the available volume, and the surface area increases by a factor of 9.6 between the stowed and deployed configurations.
The mechanism was tested against simulation results and was within 7 decibels of the predicted gain. Static magnetic fields have no effect on EM radiation, so error is due to fabrication, which was exacerbated by the large number of panels. Performance was validated by testing a monolithic prototype, which showed very good agreement with the simulation as shown. In conclusion, we successfully thickened, actuated, and stabilized a compact Mura-Ori-based antenna with high volume efficiency, and were able to show both successful EM results from our initial prototype and promising results for future work. Finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Air Force Office of Scientific Research, the Florida International University, and the Utah NASA Space Grants. And that's it. Thank you for your time.